What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Informed Trader. My name is Chris. It is currently February 28th, Sunday morning. Obviously, the markets are closed, and today we're going to be discussing Palantir once again. And I just want to say thanks so much for the recent support on the channel. We are growing slowly. Check out some of the other videos. We discuss stocks here every day. Consider subscribing and being part of the community as we continue to grow forward. As said before, I am not a financial expert nor a licensed professional. Everything is for entertainment purposes only. Obviously, do your own due diligence and research before investing. But as it says in the title, I went ahead and got in on the earnings call and listened to the entire 51 minutes. And let me tell you, no YouTuber, no video, no article that you can read about Palantir is going to give you more confirmation bias, more bullish sentiment than going in and listening to that earnings call. Now, there was a false narrative the day the earnings call came out. As a result, revenue was a little less in the fourth quarter than it was in previous quarters of last year, but that don't mean anything. Honestly, if you go and listen to this earnings call, you will learn a lot of things about the company, first of all, but you will realize that this company is the future. This is the new Tesla. As far as innovation and technology and the things they are doing in the industry with their software, the contracts they're getting, I honestly can't put into words the results that they had over last year in terms of year-over-year growth and revenue, customer accumulation. Everything was positive in that call. Yes, it was a slight decrease in revenue as far as the fourth quarter goes, but goodness gracious, look at the company and look at what they're doing year over year and just combine that with what they got going into the future. My goodness, this company is going to explode. They are true value as far as investment goes, not hype. They have put upfront investments in technology and upgrading their software and continue to do so to provide value to the companies that they are servicing. All right, so in the description, I went ahead and put timestamps for the earnings call just to give a brief overview if you want to go listen in and kind of just target some of the key points in that call so you can kind of sift through there and see what you want to learn about. I advise listening to the entire thing as it was very informative and very bullish. But I just want to give you a brief overview and kind of just my thoughts on listening to the earnings call. But I'm honestly just going to talk through some of the key points real quick. Number one, they had strong value in numbers. All right, strong diversification in the industries as far as being spread out across many sectors of business. All right, and their use case is valuable in anything. Any business that needs software and technology, which is pretty much all of them now, can use and can be benefited by what Palantir has to offer. Like I said earlier, they are working to improve and make their software more effective for companies because that causes companies to be more benefited. And they emphasize that software isn't a commodity. And that's what a lot of people and investors have fallen into the belief of, is that, listen, software is great. It just accommodates a business or whatever. But what they're emphasizing is that it is the language, it is the foundation for companies going into the future. All right, the technology and the software, the security. But one thing that shocked me going into listening to this earnings call was really the growth. I don't think I've ever seen just the year-over-year growth that this company had and the value they're providing to customers. The contracts they had and the revenue from their contracts was insane. And like I said, I advise you to go listen to the earnings call. I'm just giving you a brief overview. The government revenue and their contracts, the UK contracts, FDA contracts, and just multiple contracts in every sector of business is amazing. I wrote down that they have so many new deals and a huge pipeline of customers coming in with great revenue results. And they said they have so much room to grow. They said they have barely tapped the industry and as far as getting involved in the sectors that they are servicing. They also mentioned that they are one of the first companies to tackle switching primarily government contracts to serving the commercial sector, and they have done so successfully, also going from strictly domestic to foreign as well, servicing other countries, not just America. They show great proof of new customer base scaling, and the revenue has been increased, and the government sector revenue growth and the commercial revenue growth. They show insane proof of sustainability. Not only are they booming, but they're going to sustain their customers. They're going to keep the business growing. They finished the year strong, and they're continuing to grow already in the first quarter as we hear announcements of new contracts and new advances in their technology. What it seems like every week. Down towards the end of their earnings call, they talk about their 5-year outlook, and my goodness, lots of growth. It is insane. And the valuations, if you watch my last video, there was a huge price target for Palantir of upwards of $350 per share. When you look at this company's 5-year outlook, it honestly is not out of reach whatsoever. And then they went in at the end of the call and had some Q&A, and every person on the call that asked a question congratulated them on the results of the fourth quarter and the results of the year-over-year growth. And the answers they had for the question were straight to the point. They said the proof is in last year's results. All right. They say, look at our results and the growth. Over a hard year, they capitalized on being useful and servicing businesses when it came to COVID relief and COVID vaccination implementation. They are expanding, they are growing. And the more I look into this company, the bottom line is the more you look into the hard data, the analytics, the revenue, you understand that Palantir has provided a lot of value to both government and commercial sectors, and they are only going to continue to grow, and they have a huge edge over the rest of the industry in their technology and continuing to improve that. So check out the timestamps, go listen to the earnings call, double down on Monday. All right, we could dip, we could just go positive based on the stimulus talks, but listen, it's not going to hurt to keep dollar cost averaging into Palantir. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a very vague overview of the earnings call, but go listen to it. The naysayers and the people that put out articles saying that, they underperformed, there's very technical details that it looked like they underperformed in. And I've said so, that they kind of underperformed for analysts and investors, but the truth is not really. If you're just looking at quarter 4 versus quarter 3, very slight deviations that could give you the narrative that says that they underperformed. They are not underperforming. Year over year is insane growth, astronomical growth, and they're going to continue to do so year after year. All right, so thanks for watching this quick video. Consider giving a like and subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. We're doing daily videos. We're not always going to cover Palantir, but understanding how valuable this company is while it's cheap, you need to get in now. Thanks for watching. You're on The Informed Trader. I'll catch you in the next video.